Hello, I'm Susan Young and I'm going to tell you about beans. The beans that I grow in my garden, I grow to eat at the shelling stage, which is when they're mature and plump in the pod, or I grow them to dry, store and to eat later. This is mid-August and I've been going around my bean plants looking for which beans are ready to eat now, and just picked a few to show you. Here's one of my favourites. It's called Mariazella and it comes from Austria. It's a very hardy bean, it's come very early and it has this wonderful red and white speckled. Here's another that comes from France. It's called Goût de châtaigne de Deschenons, which means chestnut flavour, and it will ripen to an unusual purpley green, and again it's a very plump, delicious bean. This little bean is the Holland brown. You can see that it ripens to this very golden brown colour. It used to be grown in the wall and it features in gardening books up until the 1960s, but for some reason it's gone out of favour and we don't grow it. Beans come in all shapes and sizes. Here's one of the tiniest beans of all. It's the rice bean, a Hungarian rice bean, and if I can just open the pod and get out these tiny little beans, you can see how tiny they are. And then contrast that with this giant gobstopper of a bean. This one is from Poland. It's called Piekny Jas, which translates to the wonderful name of Handsome Johnny. So there are beans that are climbing and take up a lot of space, but you can also grow beans just in tubs. So here I'm growing some very compact beans in zinc tubs. The one at the back is the very dainty, compact Hungarian rice bean that grows those very small little tiny beans that I just showed you. And this bean is an unusual bean called ice or ice crystal, and it's so called because it has these very white pods that look like icicles. When the pods turn and ripen, they gain this purple colour to them. And you can eat the beans as a flageolet bean. You can see they're green and quite plump already. So now we're standing in front of the area of garden where I grow the climbing beans, and they grow very tall and vigorous, as you can see. And they're growing each bean on 5 hazel poles arranged in a teepee shape. I like to grow sweet peas up my teepees as well. I always mix flowers and vegetables. And I also have trailing squash that grow in between the bean teepees in the style of 2 sisters. In the South America they grow 3 sisters, which is corn, beans and squash. I just grow 2 sisters, beans and squash. And of course beans, belonging to the larger family of pulses, provide plant-based protein. And when the world faces many challenges of climate change, resource depletion and diet-related health problems, beans can be part of the solution. In short, they're healthy for us and they're healthy for the planet.